All right, welcome back, everyone. Today's explainer is all about fundamentally transforming your physical presence. We are diving into a comprehensive guide on building the high-status, highly respected physical footprint of an alpha male. We're going to break down exactly how you should move, stand, sit, and gesture so you can command respect the absolute second you walk into a room. But before we get into the nitty-gritty mechanics of it all, let me ask you something. Think back to the last time you walked into a packed room, maybe a big meeting or a party. What do you think is the very first thing people notice about you before you even open your mouth to say a single word? Take a wild guess. If you guessed body language, you hit the nail on the head. Our source material for this explainer makes a fantastic point. How you stand, the way you walk, and how much space you physically take up, that literally dictates whether people instantly perceive you as a powerful boss or if you come across as shy, nervous, and, well, kind of weak. Your physical presence is doing all the heavy lifting long before your vocal cords even kick in. So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with walking with masculine purpose, then standing with true authority, sitting to project dominance, mastering powerful hand gestures, and we'll wrap it all up with a quick conclusion.
Okay, part 1, walking with masculine purpose.
Let's break down the exact mechanics of a truly dominant walk. First off, you need that masculine shoulder swing. Keeping your shoulders completely stiff, that actually makes you look super nervous, kind of like a small animal sensing danger. A natural shoulder swing, on the other hand, displays masculine breadth. Second, keep that head held high. Constantly looking down at your shoes just screams underconfidence and laziness. Third, let your arms swing freely. Do not cross them or bury your hands deep in your pockets. Actually, if you want a subtle touch of class, let one arm swing naturally and tuck the other hand into your pocket with just the thumb sticking out. Think of it as the James Bond thumb. And finally, keep a non-reactive gaze straight ahead. Constantly darting your eyes around the room tells everyone you're easily distracted. Walk with your eyes forward and purpose in your stride, literally like a king on a mission. Moving right along to part 2, standing with true authority. Now, this stat right here is wild. Did you know that 40 to 50% of your entire body length is literally just your legs? That is a huge amount of real estate. So the takeaway here is that how you physically position the bottom half of your body basically dictates your entire level of perceived dominance in a room. Just look at the direct contrast here. On one side, we have this weak, submissive stance, legs tightly closed, arms crossed, standing almost at attention. Subconsciously, this broadcasts that you feel less dominant than whoever you're talking to. But then on the other side, you've got the highly masculine wide stance. Feet planted firmly on the ground, shoulder width apart. That signals immense stability, power, and totally unshakable confidence. Without saying a single word, you're telling people you deserve respect. Okay, let's bring the upper body into the mix. This posture is called arms akimbo, and it's an absolute staple for powerful leaders. But, and this is a big but, if you do it wrong, you just end up looking nervous. So let's follow the precise steps. Step 1, stand up straight, shoulders back, and confidently place your hands right at your waist. Not too high, not too low. Step 2, push your elbows straight outward. Fight the urge to tuck them in forward or push them back. Step 3, and this is the secret sauce, point your 4 fingers forward and only your thumb backward. When you combine that with a wide stance, boom. It's a highly aggressive, powerful posture that projects incredible authority. But hey, what if you want to, dial back the sheer aggression just a bit and add some charm? Enter the forward foot position. This is a classic red carpet secret used by celebrities because it perfectly balances dominance with attractiveness. Basically, you keep your posture wide and your back straight, but you slip one hand in your pocket while the other just hangs naturally or rests comfortably in front of you. It's relaxed, it's open, and it shows you are 100% comfortable in your own skin. All right, part 3, sitting to project dominance. The golden rule of sitting down: claim your space. When you take a seat, physically use the furniture. Lean on the table or use the armrest to support yourself. Maintain a comfortable stance with your feet shoulder-width apart and your knees pointed slightly outward. And if you really want to project a high-status, wealthy aesthetic, go for the leg-over cross. Keep your back straight, cross your right leg over your left so your lower leg rests on a parallel plane, and just stretch one arm out casually onto the couch or rest it on your knee. It's relaxed, it's dominating, and it signals serious high value. Quick heads up though, While that leg over cross is a total powerhouse move in a business setting or a social hierarchy context, you definitely need to know its limits. The source material explicitly warns against using this heavily dominating posture in intimate relationship scenarios, because in that specific context, it can very easily cross the line from confident right into arrogant.
Next up, part 4, mastering powerful hand gestures.
This breakdown right here should completely change how you think about conversations. Get this. When you communicate, a staggering 55% of your impact is pure body language, 38% is your tone of voice, and only a tiny, tiny sliver, literally just 7%, comes down to your actual spoken words. This means if your posture is completely collapsed and your tone is weak, it genuinely doesn't even matter what you say. Your message is dead on arrival.
But hey, there's a silver lining here. By simply incorporating proper, deliberate hand movements while you speak, instead of just nervously fidgeting with your sleeves, you can make your spoken words up to 50% more effective.
So, let's build out your hand movement toolkit. There are 4 specific gestures you really want to master. First, the point. Use your index finger to heavily emphasize a specific word, but always, always use an open hand when gesturing toward a person so you don't look overly aggressive. Second is the sweep. This is a broad, horizontal motion you use when making a big, overarching statement. Third, the frame. You literally use your hands to frame out the size, shape, or duration of whatever you're describing. And finally, the cut. This is a firm, chopping motion used exclusively when you are making a hard, totally non-negotiable point. Deploying these specific tools makes your spoken words hit so much harder.
And finally, part 5, conclusion.
If there is just one core philosophy you take away from this entire explainer, it's perfectly summed up right here. You don't demand respect, you deserve it. By consciously keeping your body language open, moving deliberately, claiming your space, and holding strong eye contact, you aren't fighting for attention. You are naturally commanding it. Respect just becomes the automatic, undeniable response from absolutely everyone else in the room. So, I'm going to leave you with a bit of a challenge today. How are you going to carry yourself the next time you walk through a door? Are you going to shrink down, cross your arms, and let the room dictate your value? Or are you going to swing those shoulders, plant your feet shoulder width apart, and own the space like you completely belong there? Take this physical toolkit, try it out today, and see the difference for yourself. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you in the next one.